two back now. Two of them, they're racing really hard. Be careful with them, guys. P-car coming. P-car one back. Minus 9.4 now. Minus 9.4. What do you want me to do? It's up nice and priceless. Looking at it. Hold on. We're looking at it. I'm jumping in. You're looking at the bed. I'm taking the rear. Hit this lap. Hit this lap.
No breath, no heartbeat, just static remains. Hollow reflections, ghosts in the cold. So come burn down my escape. I wanna feel it, come drag me into the void. Let my circuits decay. I'm sorry, but it's too late. You never
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
All right, folks. Happy Monday. What is going on? Hope everybody had a good end of their weekend. I don't remember the last time we streamed, if we streamed Saturday night or we just played Saturday night. I know I didn't play anything last night. I needed a night off of just pure video gameless, you know, whatever. Looks like my camera's moved again. I gotta, I gotta put an isolator between the camera and the rig because the vibrations move it. Hold on, let me manually move it. Want the wheel, put my shoulder in. That's my limits. That's how I do it. We gotta have the wheel right here, the paddle side of the wheel, and we gotta have my shoulder in here. That's my scope. Anyway, yeah, so I have, because with this new track racer rig that I got a couple weeks back, there's no isolation of any kind between this ridiculousness of a wheelbase and the camera, so any vibration just, you know, sends it right to the lens. Anyway, let me just address everybody in chat. Words are hard, guys. Address everybody in chat. There we go. Slick, what's going on? You are first. Congratulations. Grumps, remind me at the end of stream about that. I keep forgetting about that. I do have to test. So, and also remind me what it's doing. You said it's crashing? Like that? Is the game crashing or what's it doing? You did a crap ton of GT4. In what, Slick? Going on, Texer? I'm playing Project Cars 2 lately, like ACC and Le Mans Ultimate. Also, and can tolerate F1 25 and NASCAR 25. I was considering grabbing NASCAR 25 as a cheap, because it is half off right now on Steam. Cheap way of getting around spending a lot of money on NASCAR and iRacing, because that's, if I go back to iRacing, it's going to be for NASCAR and NASCAR only. Maybe some dirt, but primarily oval. Love and Rensport, nice, nice. I'm glad I always worry if, my recommendations are regrettable, you know? Because right now, I recommend everybody get, especially on computer, you know, buy, like in the title here, you see how it says 75% off now? It's because this game is currently 75% off here. AMS2. All content. All content. I don't know what the total bundle cost is. It might be this right here. Yeah, purchase as a gift right here. So for $140, you're getting $230 worth of content. And not everything is, it's up to 75% off in certain things. This is obviously the entire bundle is at 39% off. I highly recommend this, guys, if you have the money. I know this is a good amount of money to invest into a video game, but dude, you are getting more content for that $140 than all of iRacing will give to you. The only thing you won't get is a, really intuitive ranked experience. That's the one thing AMS2 is missing. But it is on sale, so you obviously don't have to buy the whole bundle. This is just 100% of the content. The game itself, the base game, is $20 right now. It all ends July 9th, and I believe PMR does too. Let me plug PMR's discount because I haven't talked about it at all. Yeah, the year one bundle, even on Steam right now, is $46. I recommend getting the year one bundle over the base game. If you're worried, for me, it's just, I look at it as like an investment. You know, even if it's not fully up to your standards now, maybe it eventually will be, and it's a gamble, I get it, but, you know. Anyway. Let's see. Don't like AMS2, but do you want me to run leagues? Gotcha. The open wheel stuff is what, you know, I want to get back in AMS2 for. Primarily the open wheels. They have been clearly seeing the missing element of sim racing where it's like really not pushed, and it's open wheels, man. The fact that like right now, in my opinion, outside of this game, if you wanted to go play a like flushed out, really good F1 or Formula in general experience, and it's even still, it's only newer stuff, it's F1 26. You know? This game has 100 times as much Formula content, and it's better at all of it. So if you're on the fence about F1, if you're on PC, of course, if you're on the fence about F1 26 and this, get this. I tried doing a race there with any time progression. It crashed. Without time progression, it crashes. I don't know. It was GP circuit. Both just froze the game up. All the tracks are working decent. Interesting. I'll give it a shot. Can't figure out steering lock. Struggling like hairpins. Gotcha. Why don't you think that's worth $140? There's more content in this game than any game that exists on the market. Even more content than iRacing. This game would shine through leagues. Have that NASCAR 21 Series might buy on PC, use my wheel. NASCAR 24 works very well on a wheel. Someone say AMS2. TMR support bump drafting. Supposedly in this latest update, they did bump up the draft ability, or add it back to online because it was never in online. And yes, I am using a custom force feedback profile in this game. It's a popular one. I don't remember which one it is offhand because obviously it just says custom in the game. But if you go on the forums or an Overtake GG and stuff, I think it's the most popular one that everybody uses. Is what I'm using. Bump drafting's not good. Well, this is all I have to say to you about that, sir. Let's see.
No, he didn't slam you, he didn't bump you, he didn't nudge you. He rubbed you. And rubbing, son, is racing.
So there. All right, let's real quick. I want to do a test. So this is one of the newer cars that was added. Yeah, look at that, Zonley. We're already there. We're already there. It's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I know, Slick. I know. I'm just having fun. Morning, Robert. I appreciate the sub, Francisco.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Now, I've also decided to leave the wheel on, the virtual wheel, whatever you want to call it, on for now, just so I know which wheels to drive. It helps me kind of figure out and learn the cars a little bit more. I know that's crazy because a lot of them have round wheels, a lot of older ones. I will always push Race Room and AMS2 over any other PC-specific title. These are the reasons, in my opinion, why you get a PC for racing. It's amazing how much easier some of these tracks are in a Formula car. By the way, did you see the little? Pay attention. I've brought this up to Straight 4 quite a few times now. So trust me, they've heard me. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they've at least heard me. Obviously, a lot of guys use the line. A lot of guys don't use the line, and there's a lot of stigma that goes on with the line. But a lot of people use the line primarily for a braking zone indicator because they don't know the track and they want to learn their own lines. They don't want this, fluorescent neon, immersion braking line in the road, but they need something to sort of indicate, hey, I should probably hit the brakes. Well, if you pay attention to where's my mouse? Oh, it's not going to show it. Cool. just dead center, top screen, you're going to see an arrow, like a rally arrow, like a spotter, essentially. That's your braking indicator. AMS2 has it. I really want them to apply it into PMR. It's simple. It avoids catastrophe, or it helps avoid catastrophe. It doesn't tell you what to do. I mean, it does, but it's not like a guided line that completely pulls you out. It's just a, hey, you have a hairpin or a slight bend or whatever, and the color shows you the severity of the turn. I wish all games did that. Because even when you turn on, like, on the games that offer the line, where it's like, oh, you'll just have the line on for the braking zone, the line is on for, like, 50% of the track anyway. Because anytime you roll off throttle, that's considered a braking zone, even if you're not applying the brakes. I believe that. I believe that, Mayhem. Oh, locked it up. Well, the reality is when it comes to assists, it starts with the person in front of them, you know? If someone's not going to pay attention to brake lights, no assist is going to help them, period. So, you can't not do things because one other system doesn't work. Like, for example, if there's not enough of a penalty system in play in the game, you can't not do other things, you know? You have to do it all. So, if I'm talking about an assist, I'm talking in the vacuum of an actual assist, you know? We all know the penalty system sucks. We all know it sucks. But I've never turned off this assist, and I never will. It's perfect. It'll prevent me from ever turning a line on ever again, you know? But because of the fact that this isn't in a lot of games, I go back and forth with the line. If I don't know the track, I want the line on because I want to know when I have to brake. That way I don't just drive off the track or something stupid, you know? I noticed this force feedback profile, too, really shines in these F1 cars, or these Formula cars. And this car does have TC. I'm just going to turn it off, see how it drives without TC. I already know what's going to happen without TC. The Formula car. Oop. Oh, looking at other things. This car is incredible. I actually think I like the V8 Renault a little bit better than the V10. What are your thoughts on that one? Gringo, thank you for the sub. In here. Game seems loud. Oh. Go down to 50 just in case, because I want to say this game does run on the louder side. Alright, so that's the Renault R26, just some solo laps on Spa. That car, I mean, I know it's an F1 car, but, like, it makes Spa feel like child's play. Like, Spa in a GT car, you know, there's some challenge to it, you know? That makes it feel like it's its bitch, you know? That's all. Let's try this with some AI. Not a whole lot of choice. Try a better track, though. As you guys know, I'm not much of a Spa fan. It's alright, it's just there. Let's see. Let's go to Watkins Glen, man. I love my Watkins Glen. How many? I can fill the grid with 48 people. 48 people on grid. Polished game, boys. Alright, same class. Do multi-class. AI mistakes, max aggression. Go 90. I don't remember how the AI is in this. We're going to find out. Admittedly, I have not driven this game for a couple updates now, so the AI constantly gets revised just like any other game, so I'm curious. Caddy took the win at the Glen. Nice, nice. Oh, there was definitely some speed given up there from the AI. Oh, took you out. Have a nice day, buddy. Ooh, I killed him. He dead as hell. Oh, I took myself out. No! 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 Alright, let's run him down. I think I have damage off right now. I gotta get back in the formula style of racing where you can just drive so much more aggressively. What's your favorite thing to do in this mayhem? From an online experience, more so than a single player experience. Full lock, man. Crazy. Jesus, man. I gotta turn the AI difficulty up. 90 is not enough. It goes to 120, by the way. Clearly 100 wasn't enough, so they just made the scale go to 120. Favorite to GT1? I actually like GT1, believe it or not, better in PMR. Although I haven't tried them in a while, so maybe they've made some like tire and physics changes to them in this. But I actually like GT1 better in PMR. They're not bad in this. They're definitely good. They're definitely good. They were my poster child experience for GT1 prior to PMR. That's probably why I hate them so much in Rennsport. Because I think they really, Rennsport really dropped the ball in the GT1s. I gotta turn them up. They are killing my vibe, these AI. Look at that, look at that. They forced me wide because of that. Or else I just drive through them. When was the update? If you don't mind me asking, because it's been a minute since I've really like spent real time with this game. But the formula stuff and how hard they're pushing it, like that's like, because I'm looking for reasons to play certain games, right? And I can't be always GT racing. I need like to mix things up. And like right now, AMS2 clearly sees the missing market of formula racing, and you can tell. You can tell. Because they are crushing it with formula racing. I wish more... It's weird. There are so many people that are into formula racing, like following it, like Formula 1, but playing it, not so much. Everybody wants to GT race. I really think it's the dynamic of maybe one day I'll be a real race car driver, and I have no shot of getting into Formula 1, but maybe one day I'll be a GT3 driver. I think that's a big part. I think that, like, people, I mean, I think a lot of people are fooling themselves, but I do think that there's definitely a part of the brain that makes people go, oh, well, I'm not going to bother wasting my time in a Formula Sim because I'm never going to be a Formula driver, but maybe I'll be a GT driver one day. Because let's face it, it's a whole hell of a lot easier to go drive GT4 than it is to be a Formula 1 driver. Like, they're not even in the same, like, atmosphere in terms of how easy it is to become one. Bottom line is, to be a Formula 1 driver, at the bare minimum, there needs to be nepotism and or knowing somebody. Like, you can't just be a complete total outsider and just be a Formula 1 driver. Because you would go to a tryout for Ferrari and be like, oh, yep, you're the new driver. That was on me. Looking at chat. The force feedback profile I have in this game right now definitely makes the physics feel better. It eliminates a lot of the slidiness, because I don't, like, the slidiness is still, like, you know, built into the game a little bit, but a lot of it comes from the fact that the force feedback is moving the car around more than it should, but in weird ways. This, like, almost stabilizes the car a little bit, this force feedback profile I'm using. I see why it's, like, the most popular one. I forgot whatever one it is, the name of it. But it's whatever one that's, like, on overtake that's extremely popular. That's the one I have. Way too wide. I think I can make that full lock. AMS2 and PMR are car guy sims. 100% agree. 100% agree. All right, so that was 90% AI. Like I said, it goes to 120. My fastest lap was 125.3. The AI's fastest lap was 126.7. So I am, about a second and a half faster than the AI, with the AI at 90%, going best for best. So I could definitely turn them up. For what it's worth, though, Zayman, it's not really a dig. It's just more of like a nice little bonus. But I've learned that a lot of sim racers are not car guys. They're not into cars at all. They're only into racing. They're only into the sport. They're not into the actual cars, which to me is unfortunately very disappointing, because I grew up a car guy. I've always been about. Now that's not a blanket statement, because I know there's going to be a bunch of car guys that sim race that'll be like, what? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, I do think at least 50% of sim racers don't give a shit about cars, truthfully. Maybe that's a bad take, but in my experience so far, there is a massive lack of car understanding in the sim race space, and more of an understanding of just the racing side of things, which is fine. I'm not knocking that. It's just that I'm a car guy. I'm a bike guy. I'm a motorsports guy. I like the hobby of doing the actual motorsports. So it's very disappointing when, like, it's just not common, Why I like street cars so much, Pick a track, boys. Pick a track. I'm going to bump the lap count up, and I'm going to bump the AI up a little bit. We got Road America. We just got it in PMR. We can do some laps on Road America for comparison's sake. Although I would like to... I do want to do some comparisons between AMS2, Race Room, PMR, and Rensport. Primarily comparing track and cars. My favorite thing to do is do comparisons. Ooh. Which do I want to do? Historics or current? Well, we might as well do the one that makes appropriate sense. I guess we can do 91. Norwich Life is beautiful in AMS2, yep. Especially 1970. Looks like the only real difference is just these chicanes. Or not chicanes, but... Well, then you're not Zayman, you're not a car guy then. You don't have to own cars to be a car guy. Not like that. Car guy means you have interest in cars. Like, just in general. The mechanics, the understanding, the sex appeal, everything about cars. That's what it means to be a car guy, How's Montreal's it's artificial lighting, the track itself, in real life? Does anybody know? I'm sure people know. Is it bright? Because I'll try nighttime here, see how it feels. 2 at midnight feels like. If I can't see, I'm going to go back. Go to 100%. Because it goes up to 120. 120, they're insane. They're absolutely insane. Every last place is an alien. You can tell that the game was built at up to 100%, and then people complained that maybe the AI was probably too easy because they surpassed it. And they said, okay, hold my beer. They made it like that. But the thing is that if they had just made... I like why they did it like this, because I already know it's psychology. So I already know that if they had just made 120 the new 100, everybody would have bitched and complained that the AI was too hard, right? So they would have been stuck in that stupid feedback loop of, depending on who's saying it, the AI is too easy or the AI is too hard. So they'd be constantly moving the 100% needle, right? So in this case, screw it. 100%. That way, for all the people that aren't good but want to feel like they're beating the game at 100%, there you go. That's the same. And for those mega aliens that nothing's ever enough, they bumped the slider to 120, and 120, they're insane. They're mega fast. It's ridiculous. If you think any car in PMR is fast, AMS2 at 120 is faster. But you now have a range of like, well, I'm 110% as good as everybody else, you know? Anyway, let's try 100%. The game's natural hard difficulty, which is still hard, but it's nothing like 120. 120 is insane. Goes to 11? Yeah. But I like how they did it like that, because, again, that's psychology. And it got them out of that bullshit loop that PMR is currently in right now, where some people say the AI is... It's crazy. It will be the same game build. The same game build. The same cars. People will say the AI is way too hard at 100%, and other people will say the AI is way too easy at 100%. You can't please both of those people with the same setting. So what do? Make a setting like this. Okay, 100%. Some people are going to think that's easy, but we're going to go up to 120%, and that'll fool both minds into thinking, well, okay, I'm beating the AI at 100%, so I'm beating the AI at the best. Oh, God, this is going to be terrible. Yep, this is what I thought was going to happen, folks. Yep, we ain't doing this. Oh, that's why I asked about the artificial lighting, because I didn't know. And now I do. There ain't none. Noontime. Well, Zayman, that is the definition of being a car guy. I want a real simulation, not that much reality. Right. There we go. Now we can see. I really like, too, that you can still lock the wheels up with ABS. Because, like, ABS in video games has people thinking that, like, that's not a thing. You can't lock tires up when you have ABS. You very much can. You can very much lock the tires up. Don't believe me? Go use ABS in the snow. Shit breaks worse than with no ABS. Oh. I also like that it locks the inside tire under braking and not the outside. Because you got more grip on the outside tire when you're turning. So when you're under heavy braking and you're turning, you lock the inside tire before you lock the outside one. It's a nice little, animation. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep, that makes sense for me. Skill issue. I forgot how much I love this game, man. It's weird. It's oddly not popular. Like, it's like... It's not at all mainstream popular. Like, LMU is crushing this game, and I'm sorry. Outside of ranked play, though, I don't even know why they get compared. I'm very much the gamer muscle, but my AC1 is AMS2. Well, I just don't understand why people don't play it more. I really don't understand why people don't play this more. God, I am so bad on this track. I've never been good in Montreal. Ever. Even in F126 with all the assists and lines and all that shit. I still suck. When they added this to GT7, can't do it in street cars, can't do it in GT cars, just can't do it. Admittedly, I don't really practice on it. Your home track? Oh, if that's the case then, hold on. Whoa, 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 bunny hop. Yeah, we have damage off in case you guys didn't figure that out. Alright, let's restart this. Because we're nowhere near the AI, so... Yep, whatever. I'm so bad at this. Alright, let's pick a track I can actually race on. I'm so bad in Montreal, it's not even funny. That there was my own fault. I knew that was going to happen. Even with TC on, I got way too aggressive. Like I'm saying, you can push through the assists. So I'm running this I highly recommend if you play this game, run the driving assist in authentic full time. And if you want to force on ABS and TC, I understand that. That's fine. But stay away from stability control. Stability control will ruin the physics of this game. It makes it literally an arcade game. You'll be nowhere near the brake pedal, and it's using the ABS to keep you on the track and stuff. It's too... Turn it off. This has TC as well. Fogbound. R26 has TC as well. The only real difference is that's V10 versus V8. Oh, hold on. R26, TC. I blew through the TC with that, by the way. That when I spun that out in first gear, I pushed through TC. Let's try... Yeah, I really, let's be honest with you. This is the elephant in the room. I agree with you there, Fogbound, jerk. TC doesn't fix stupid. It does not. This gray elephant in the room right here. When this comes out, if it's good, of course, expect a stream grind. Expect a stream grind. Let's try... This is going to make it interesting. Oh, not Laguna Seca. Sorry, I meant Sebring. I read Laguna Seca and in my brain said Sebring. Or as the Ponders say, Sebring. Do a rolling start, boys. Rolling or standing. Let's really make the PMR guys whinge a little bit. I don't know when the rolling starts are coming. I know that's like a priority for them, but as much as like I don't even care about rolling starts personally. I personally like standing starts. Maybe it's because of what I do in life, but I don't mind not having them, but I very much understand they need to be in the game because so many people want rolling starts. If it's going to be a simulator, you got to have rolling starts. That being said, adding rolling starts isn't going to fix the core problems. The core problems still have to be priority. But a couple extra features along the way of fixing those problems will always be welcome. Real quick, guys, I can make it so I can drive in how do I make it so that I can drive in the formation lap? Do we know how to do that? Is that a thing? I thought it was for some reason, but I can't remember. Oh, right here, manual rolling start. All right, so I'm probably going to have to quit the race to do it. One thing that is a little annoying about some of these sims, is this one especially, there's so many settings you can't change once the race has started. Like basic settings that wouldn't affect the current race. Gran Turismo 7, I think, is the best single-player grind. You want a racing game with a great single-player grind, nothing can beat Gran Turismo 7 right now. But as far as a lot of other things go, no, Gran Turismo 7 is objectively not the best. But I get why you would say that. There's no doubt there is some aspects to Gran Turismo. If I had Gran Turismo 7 on PC, I'd be streaming Gran Turismo 7 too. I don't know how much I'd be doing the online aspect of racing, but the single-player stuff is absolutely, like, addicting in Gran Turismo 7. But some people don't like single-player at all, so there is that. All right, let's turn on Authentic. Have these be the default experience, because that's one thing that's nice about the custom setup in this. You can turn anything on or off, you know. Manual rolling start, that's what we want. Auto engine start, no. Manual pit stop, yes. Manual cooldown lap. Now, because I'm lazy. Honestly, that's all for a reason. I'm lazy. I don't want to be forced to drive my car. It's nice to be able to drive the car, but actually, you know what? Screw it. We'll just turn it on. We'll make this the full real life experience. You know, real. As far as the poll in chat goes, do you like AMS2 content? Should I start an open wheel league? 66% say yes, do it. 19% say nah, open wheel is boring. And I do agree, modern open wheel is boring. I will not be, I mean, I guess I could, but I'm going to be focused on older open wheel content personally for a league. Like 2000s, like early 2000s and older. And then 16% say I don't have a PC, which is fair. All right, manual control. Here we go. Look at that. This definitely feels like the best the AI's ever been. I'm curious to see how they make mistakes because I have their aggression at 100% and their mistake making at maximum. Because I want it to feel like they're human, you know? So I'm curious what that's like right now. Yeah, I jumped into the AC Rally update this morning because I was curious if I was going to stream it or not. And I just don't think I'm that into rally racing, if I'm being honest with you. I was really considering streaming it, and like it feels a lot better than it has been. It's definitely progressing for sure. Frame rate was much more stable. I could feel more of the road. But like, not for nothing, this is going to sound lame. Not nearly as fun as Forza Horizon 6's rally. Like, from a pure fun and enjoyable experience, and it's not even like it's because it's hard or easy. I found a lot of what I was doing in AC Rally to feel very numbing. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going about it, I'm learning, but I don't know. I don't know if rally games are just not for me, or I don't have a thrilling enough experience from it. You would think it would be insane. I'm sure it's insane in real life. But I don't know. I just wasn't, like, overly entertained by it. This, to me, is way more fun, what I'm doing right now. And maybe it's because the biggest missing dynamic in rallying is that you're not racing cars, where in Forza you're racing cars. So I think it's the dynamic of trying to overtake and drive around other people in the dirt when you're going over jumps and you're rallying. That, to me, is fun. But that isn't rally racing, so... Dirt 2 is good. For me, the biggest thing is I want to be able to race people on the grid or on the track. Even if it's like, you know, Toge style, where it's just you and one other person battling, you know? GT cars are punishing me right now. I'm driving like I'm in a GT car. I don't like people. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't like people either. Like, Trev, I can't remember. Do you have AMS too? I think you mentioned it, but I don't remember fully. If you do, I can boot up a lobby right now and get some people involved. But I only want to do open wheels. Only want to do open wheels. Because I can play anything else in any other game except open wheels. That is what AMS2 shines at the most. Oh, shit balls!
Stop it!
I knew I was going to happen. I knew I was going to have pace on that AI right there, and I was like, I'm not stopping. I'm just going to drive through and push him out of the way. Seems like their grass traction is a lot better. Is that a thing? I was able to drive out of the grass a whole hell of a lot more authentically than what AMS2 has been. AMS2, FYI, guys, has, like, their grass has just been notoriously known as being ice. Once you get in the grass, you can't get out with any level of, like, throttle control. You're just stuck in the grass. If you guys want, anybody who's available to play some AMS2 right now, if you guys want me to put a lobby up, we'll absolutely do some open wheel racing. Why don't I like people? Oh, lots of experience with them. I run a business. I'm self-employed, sole proprietor. That alone. There's a reason why I don't do well with entitlement at all. I'd rather not make any money than deal with an entitled person. All day. And the second you show me that you are irrationally entitled, I'm not your man. I don't bend the knee. What Fogbound said. People are the sole problem for everything in the world. I wonder how many man-made problems there are versus natural problems in the world. Oh, that bump is big in this game. Ling Dao, I don't know whose this one is. I'm on a custom force feedback profile right now. It's the one that was on Overtake GG download, and it was extremely popular. And it was what I was recommended a couple months ago. I don't know whose it was, though. But it's really good. It's way better than like the in-game one. You can actually feel turning resistance. Like the harder you try and turn the wheel, the more progressive the force feedback gets. Like you're turning a real tire with a manual rack. Oh, Jesus. It doesn't save me, though. Anyway. Should we do a custom lobby? Laguna Seca's great in these cars. I'll try that next while we figure out the lobby stuff. Use the bathroom quick, though. All right, we're back. All right, so let me try Laguna quick, and then we'll see about a lobby. I used to be a people person until people ruined it. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I think people are naturally drawn to people. So, unfortunately, people make you hate people. Because the cashier told her the coffee was $2, then she corrected herself. I am sorry, it's $2.30, and he was giving her a hard time. The manager had to come in. Dude, seriously, like this might be a hot take that pisses some people off, but if 30 cents breaks you to where you have a full-on meltdown, you need to look in the mirror and reevaluate your finances and life in general. You're doing it wrong. Like, you're doing it wrong, respectfully. You should not be entitled to ruin someone else's day over 30 cents. And especially when they're not even getting the 30 cents. They're just like you, trying to make it through the day. Stop trying to piss people off. Let them enjoy life. $0.30, man. I already know my response in that scenario would have been to take 30 cents out of my own pocket and tell them and give it to them and tell them to go fuck themselves. And then the manager would fire me. But I don't care. I feel good about myself. That's all that matters. I'll hop on, but it'll be a few minutes. That's fine. I'll do this one quick race, and then we'll get some lobbies going. Oh, you start me on a turn. What is this, Gran Turismo 7? Want me to go wide open throttle at the start of a turn? Also, you can pick and choose where you start on the grid. All right, here we go. Corkscrew time. Never done it in an F1. Let's find out. Oh, all right, we're off to a bad start. Ah! I knew that corkscrew was going to be a problem. I probably should practice this a little solo first. You would think all the people that want to be Verstappen would be playing something like this. Again, same thing so far. All right, slow and steady. Are you a crazy cat lady, Fogbound? Yeah, I can do that for you, Captain. I gotta see which one I'm using right now. I didn't, because I honestly didn't like it at first, and I just kind of got used to it, and now I love it. So it's kind of weird how force feedback is. Sometimes change can be like alarming and not enjoyable, even if it is better. This is objectively better than what the game gives you, but at first I didn't like it. Oh, whatever. Thought I was gonna grab the dirt and lose it. Oh, way too soon. Fuck. All right, let me see what file I have, because I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure I saved the file. AMS2 mods. Oh boy, I don't think I did. Nope. What was it? I saved all the cars. Like the modded car stuff. We have over 400 bucks for the weekend. I loaded 2. Tired? I gotcha. I gotcha. Let me see if I can go online right now, right quick. Where do you typically download them all? All on Overtake GG, right? That over here. I'm still... Now I have to ask, guys, does it ever feel like there is some under-the-table payments ever being said when it comes to AC Evo? I don't know if Kunos just has that level of power or level of praise, but like I feel like a lot of the medias are pushing the AC Evo narrative, right? Like aggressively. And it's okay to like what you like, I get that, but I don't know, it feels forced, in my opinion. Like they all disappeared. Interesting. I think there is a crossplay bug, Grumps. I just don't know what in particular. I feel like the Daniel Cart one is the one that I have. I just truly don't remember, man. Here, let me put this on screen. Search. AMS2, or it might be Automobilista. I'm gonna compile them on the Riser forum. It could be. It could be. Just don't know what I have. Yeah, the AI definitely needs work, but believe it or not, Grumps, the AI in Rensport right now is hands down the best it's ever. It used to be comically bad. Like, it was hysterical. Like, on a standing start, they would all just zigzag and crash on the straightaway. Like, bad. Like they just, bottom line is they weren't programmed. They were programmed to drive, but not in any particular direction. Alright, so AMS2. Maybe miscellaneous? Is there a way to search by the creator? Nope, nothing there. Cuckoo, this might be the one. This the one you're referring to here, live for force feedback? In your card is one word. Gotcha. Ah. Oof, a lot. It's been so... I don't want to say it's been so long, but I remember just having my handheld to do this. And I don't remember... Documents, AMS2... Force feedback setting. Alright, so you can see when I did it right here. Dated. March 5th. Name R-Fuctor. Daniel's custom file. So I'm assuming this is the Daniel one. Update 1642. Oh, after update 1642. So if I wanted to just update this one, where would I... So I'd go on here. God, I'm so ignorant when it comes to modding. I don't want the collection. I just want the Daniel car. I want to keep it simple for now. Yeah, I know I gotta log in. I just gotta... I'm looking for... When was this? I wanted to see when this was as of when. April 6th. Had no cart tuning. Top speed. Let's try that. Got it. Two to 6 Newton meter bases. Does it say in that file, like what the file is called? Alright, what's everyone's favorite file? I'll just get that one. I'll save this other file. I have the 1.0 and that's the one for stronger, but that's the one I want anyway. I have this one. Alright, make it English, please. I'm just gonna have to log in. Which I don't remember what my stuff is offhand. Of course I don't. So, passwords. Why is that stuttering so? Use that one? Yeah, I like it. I don't have any complaints about it, so. Alright, logged in. So I already have this one. How do I switch this over to English? I forgot. No, you haven't missed the racing. I just took a break from it to figure out force feedback stuff. Update 6. So it looks like I have the newest one anyway. It's just version 1.6. And I have, I believe, version 1.6. So. I mean, it says for update 1.642. Obviously, we're much past that, but technically the game is still 1.6, so... Oh, you're good. You're good. All right, for now, let's get a lobby up. I don't want to bore you guys with force feedback nonsense. Overall, though, like, what I'm using, I'm fine with. Like, I like it. So, it's not like... It's way better than what it was in this game, because I couldn't... A lot of the cars felt very slidey and floaty and stuff, and I will say a lot of it... Not all of it, but a lot of it's because of force feedback. Yeah, basic rack forces. I'll get them all. I'll try them. I'm gonna try Captain Crunches too. I'm not gonna probably try them all on stream. I'll mess around a little bit off stream. All right, so let's start with. Man, I don't know which one I like more, honestly. I really think I like the V8s just a little bit more than the V10s. Same car otherwise. This guy versus this guy. 716 horsepower, 222 foot-pounds versus 879 and 252. 1333. 1333. So it's just a power difference, really. Glucose is great, too. It's here. Ironically, believe it or not, I'm just going to show you something here. I'm using the Link Mayhem. Watch. I do have low force boost at 10. I guess I could turn that down. And dampening at 0. But I actually don't... I don't like dampening at all. But if you notice, the recommended settings for this wheelbase, look at FX and gain, or effects and gain. Doesn't want to focus, does it? Try this again. Hold on. Come on, camera. There we go. Oh. 60% gain, 22 to 25% effects, right? 60% gain, 25% on effects. But like I said, though, I don't like any damping. I don't like dampening. I don't. Do not like it. Low force boost, I guess I could turn that down, but honestly, I like it being a little bit stiff off center. That's what I've been running it as. All right, let's, oh my God, come on, YouTube. There we go. All right. Start a lobby. Let's start in the V8s. They're so good, man. They're so good. 25 is good, but it's a little harder to drive because it's got more power. But other than that, it's the same car. You guys want the V10 or the V8? V10 or the V8? I could do multi-class, but for the sake of simplicity, I'd rather drive the same car right now. Or the same class of cars, anyway. Look at all the cars we got, though, for Formula. This is what I mean, guys. By this game is insane with Formula. Look at this. Dirt. Modern. Wonder when we're going to get Gen 4 in here. 2026 cars. I don't care, personally. But I can get the 2008 skin pack. Is it official or is it a mod? I don't care. I just... Mod. Well, now is a good time to spend a little money on this game. I'm just saying. I would focus up on some Formula stuff here. You got a couple bucks. How much is this pack? Let me see what I can find this pack here. Hold on, because everybody's always going to ask which DLC is it. It's weird. It says I have to spend 50 bucks on the season pass, but the only thing I have, it's weird. Oh, the Renault is free. Oh, the Renault is free? I want to say Renault so bad. I always want to say Renault. Like, I looked into this. I'm like, oh, I want all of the content, but it's not even it's a random license. I have all the content that comes with this. It's almost broken on the licensing side for me. That's right, that's right. That's why I'm thinking it's paid. I forgot the licensing bullshit. Perfect. All right, so we'll use that. And let's get on... Barcelona. Cascavel's fun. This seems relevant. Not up yet. I'm in the process of it. Yeah, I'll try it out. The rally stuff. We'll do 10 AI. Good enough. Fix my rolling auto start. What didn't you like it? What do you want me to change? Why can I never find that? Where is that again? Why do I connect? Why can I never find this? One thing I have to. I wish there was one menu. There's so many menus in this for setting shit up. Options top right. Manual rolling starts on. I didn't say it was bad, I'm just lazy and easily confused. Alright, 10-minute qualifier. Get some practice in. Lobby. Did I just do all this not in multiplayer? Or does it put you in the lobby first? I don't remember. I thought there was a lobby. It's been a minute, guys. Yeah, I'm definitely somehow in single player. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. I could have swore I was doing that in the multiplayer lobby. Apparently I wasn't, though. Oh my god, you killed me, game. My fault, but I'm gonna blame the game. Alright, let's do all that bullshit again. 10 laps, real time, rolling start. All right, lobby's up. EJR Racing is the lobby name. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Ugh. Eagles, you have AMS too, right? I don't remember. I know I asked you this 100 times, but... Hey, Trev's in. Four Dogs in. Mayhem's in. And Captain Crunch has got to get in. Anybody else, of course, who wants to play, you're more than welcome. While you guys get this joining up, I'm going to be right back. Make myself a G Fuel. You've just done 3 hours of practice in PMR? Nice. I don't think I've ever driven old Hockenheim before. But I believe this was part of the most recent DLC, so... Oh, no, wait, that was Rennsport. Never mind. I don't know. That's right. Look at the speed limit in the pits, guys. That's called being lazy. Just get everybody out there. Definitely a little late. Let's test out full damage. Let's see what it's like. What's my look left and right on this? Actually, I don't think I have it bound. Maybe I'll do that quick. Not bad. I actually think Rennsport's damage model's better, believe it or not. I actually think Rennsport's damage model is actually really good. I remember Rob. Yeah, you literally, oh boy. You literally, you can't get, you can't speed in the pits, at least not leaving like that. Yeah, that's what I have, Rob. I looked into that like 5 minutes ago. Look at all the people joining and leaving, joining and leaving. Good old join in progress, boys. Oh! I'm gonna get you, Mayhem. I'm gonna get you, Mayhem. I'm gonna gap you at your own game. Oh no! Told you I was gonna get you. War Dog just set a new fastest lap. Oh, this guy just died. Oh, so did I. I died looking at him. Any AI coming? I want to dance. There we go. All right, let's dance, rough. You mean target fixation, sir? But yes. Oh! Robin's racing. Oh, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
And hit the pace car. Hit the pace car? Hit the pace car. What for? Because you hit every other goddamn thing out there. I want you to be perfect.
By the way, is the game, like, overly loud compared to my voice? I feel like this game is very loud on my headset. I don't know if it's these cars or what, but, like, they are loud compared to everything else. My music's not even that quiet right now, yet I can't hear it in my headset. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this game way louder than my voice? Is this game way louder than my voice? Way louder than my voice. Is this game way louder than my voice? Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. It's weird. I don't know why the music seems so quiet. That's fine. Not worried about it either way. Go get him, Trev. How does spectate look? Why does that look so low frame rate to me? We're just having some fun, Captain. Just having some fun. Race the minis here, nice. Hockenheim was good to watch on TV in the 80s and 90s, but not for spectators. Yeah, I can see why. Is it the AI that's not readied up? What the fuck? Oh, Jim Beam. Jim Beam. Oh, what the fuck? God damn. Everything's just driving around me in the straights. Oh no. Oh no, we're broken. Severe damage. Yeah, I think next race we're gonna do a small track. No AI. My car's fucked. And for some reason, I'm getting like... No, I don't want to quit the session. I want to turn it. Why? How do I, like, this is what I don't understand. Car off, at least. Like, how do I get back to the pit? My car's broken. I don't know if there's a flap. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Like, request pit stop. But I can't actually pit because I can't get there. All right, this is how we solve this problem. Oh, now we can return to pits. Yeah, I'm exiting session. I'm starting that over. I don't know what the hell. That was just a whole lot of waste of time. Yeah, the problem is I couldn't drive to pit lane. Are there no tow trucks in this? Like requesting a tow? Is that not a thing? I want to see something here. I also want to, real quick, I'm going to close the game. I'm going to put up another lobby immediately. I just want to turn this on for my own sanity. Yeah, jump on an SLV. Once I do forget that the AI does tend to kind of ruin some of the racing experience. So let's do modern Hockenheim, short version. Let's ditch the AI. The maximum humans. Just go all the way to max. Just do max grid size 32. 32. Save. 10 laps. Rolling start. Save. Let's do the qualifying session. Only 5 minutes. Save. Let's neuter damage a little bit. Do we want any damage on, or do we want damage like to be low? Performance impacting, full damage. All right, here we go. So we'll run, we'll do this. Performance impacting damage. I like that. I see this is what's nice, an in-depth damage system. So if you read over here, performance impacting. Damage is applied to the vehicle's aesthetics and performance, but will not allow for any damage that will prevent the completion of the race. So essentially, this is what I had before, full damage. Damage is applied to the vehicle's aesthetics and performance. If enough damage occurs, the vehicle may not be able to complete the race. So we'll do it that way for now. And we'll leave that off to mechanical failures. That'll make it a little bit more forgiving for people. All right, guys, rejoin this lobby. EJR Racing 2. We'll neuter the overall damage system a bit. I'll add those two. I'll add those two. Shit, can I still do that? I can't, right? I can't add multi-class, can I? I wish they add that feature at some point. The ability to add multi-class once the lobby is up. Right now, I can't add cars to this. I can just change the car we use, you know? So, for now, we'll just do this. And then when I put up another lobby, I'll add those. Sounds good, Duchess. We got join in progress in this, so I don't have to worry about waiting for you. I don't know why you can't set up multi-class after the lobby starts. Like, that to me is like a big, basic miss, you know? Because it is a very basic feature. Because you can do it, as long as the lobby's not up, you can set up a shit ton of multi-class for the racing. It's super complex and it's pretty cool. But once the lobby's up, you can't remove and add classes of cars. You can just switch the driver's car, which will change the class to whatever class that is. Strange one. No sim, guys, is ever fully complete. No matter what. Did I eliminate my track map? Let me see if I can put that back on. Return to pits. Edit setup. No, I want to edit the HUD. There we go. Edit HUD layout. Where does the map actually go? Oh, map right here. Let's see now what that did. Oh, don't do that. I want you guys to be able to see the map too, but I also want it in a position that kind of makes sense. I don't know if I like it right there. Let's edit that again. Honestly, for what it's worth, it kind of makes the most sense to put it where you guys can't see it, because my face is in the way. Is what it is. It's where it'll be. Oh yeah, there's the car on. All right, 150 is way too soon. Don't reach out, Evan. Don't reach out. Hundred's not bad. We'll play around with 100 for a little while. See how that feels in a race. That's wide open. Wow, these cars just feel friggin' awesome, man. 2.7 seconds off pace, man. Wow. These guys are fast. These guys are fast, man. And I am not. I'm okay with it. I don't play this game. I shouldn't be fast. Damn. There's some pace to be found. There's no doubt. That's what I love about Formula racing, man. You always feel fast, but there's always more, man. The limit of these cars is just phenomenal. GT racing 100% slows you down on stuff like this, though. 100% will slow you down on stuff like this. 5 seconds off. Just practice, man. But yeah, GT racing will keep you slow. That. Fixed setup, boys. I know that doesn't make some people happy, but... Don't forget to ready up, Trev. Or else we gotta wait for the countdown. Whoa, whoa, hey, oh. Oh my god, it just threw me in. Oh my god. Game crashed when you ready it up? Oh my god. Trying to push pace. That ain't where to find it. Oh shit! Fuck. I thought apparently my HUD, my mini HUD turns off radar. Alright, I can't have that. Can't have that. Let me see if I can edit that on the fly. I'm not too worried about the race. I gotta have radar on for, like... I knew he was near me, but I didn't, because the mini HUD there didn't show my radar, I didn't think he was near me, because I didn't see the radar didn't activate. So, where is it? Base... How do I change the mini HUD? Because I always want radar on. Does it just not allow you to do that, I guess? Yeah, you got murdered in turn one pretty hard. Shit. Oh my god, this car is screwed. I can't even get to the... Dude, come on. There's nothing. There's zero. Yeah, damage is punishing right now. I'm gonna have to. I have it reduced. I think there's still a range of damage I can do though to turn it down a bit. That was expensive, man. I gotta experiment with the HUD. Because I hit mayhem right there because my radar wasn't on, but only because I was in the wrong. So if you notice, there's a cycle for like, I had the mini HUD on, and mini HUD also turns off radar. And I knew he was near me, but I was expecting the radar to populate, and it didn't happen because it was off. So I just smashed into him. But I don't know if there's a way to... I got the full HUD on for now, just to play it safe. Yeah, we'll do 5 laps for now. Since we're doing a lot of experimenting today, because like I said, I very much want to run a league in formula racing. So I want to figure out which cars I want to use, which tracks I want to use. I want to build my own sort of tournament. I very much like these cars, but we got to figure out where the balance point's going to be for having a good time versus realism, you know? We want damage, like I just gotta figure out what everybody wants for damage, you know? Because basically, I just want to take my mini HUD, which is this, which is just nothing on the screen outside of like a couple small things, and add my radar to it. Only what I need in a racing situation. I don't want any information like that. I don't want to care where I'm at on the lap or anything like that. I want to be able to just... However, I want to be able to drive defensively, though. And if I need to, or in that case there, like I smashed into mayhem. Because like I said, I knew he was near me, but in my head... My radar... Look, I got a flat spot on the tire. Look at that. That's cool. Look at it. Look at it. That's cool. Blue flag. Go by. Yeah, the problem is I want a full HUD, right, which has all of the data that I need. It's a spreadsheet calculator, right? And then I want my mini HUD to only be the essentials I need for the actual race, you know? So I need to be able to customize them both is what I want, ideally. Because if I start eliminating things on the main HUD that has all my information to make it what I want for racing, well, now I just can't see information that I might want to see at some point. Just not the whole time. Is that in SimLab? I mean, not SimLab. SimHub, or can you do that in SimPro? Because I have not messed around with the Magic Dash stuff yet, with SimHub yet. Trying to get my hands on a Formula wheel because I'm still using the FX Pro. Because they're officially in stock stateside now. SimHub, yeah. And I really, really want that hands on the Formula wheel. I like the FX Pro, but it is outdated by comparison to the Zeus lineup now. Ah, it's not the wrong turn. That is not the wide open turn. It's going on too bad. Golden age of open wheels, man. Oh, they do. They do. Dude, Formula Racing is a completely different animal than GT Racing. Completely different animal. Are you now... Do you have the Formula wheel, Trapper? Or do you just have the FX Pro? Son of a bitch. Yeah, we'll turn damage off for now. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another lobby. Exit this. I'm going to make a third lobby because I want to get different Formula cars in. Oh, wait. I didn't... Son of a bitch, Evan. I shouldn't have done that. I forgot. I could just change the car at will on my own. Whatever. Alright. Formula... Try out. Gotcha, Trapper. Alright, let's see. Do 5 laps. Oh. 5 laps. Realism settings. Damage for now will be off. So damage scale. This is what I could do here, though, for performance impacting, and then I can turn this down. You know, there's a range of how quickly you accrue damage. And this is performance impacting. That's full damage. And then, of course, off. For now, we'll turn damage off. For now. Allow ghosted vehicles. No, but nice to have it. All right. Let's race on a track we all know for now. Let's warm up a little bit. All us PMR, you know, peasantry. Bathurst. There we go. We'll do Donington. Donington with the long lippy guy. And now we got to do multi-class. All I'm going to do for multi-class is just add... Hold on, I got to do it differently, right? Where was that setting? Edit classes. Here we go. Multi-class. Perfect. I want to do a bunch of different formula ones. I want to, you know... Turn off GTs. Get out of here, GTs. LMPH is off. What's some of the latest formula ones that have been added? Slower ones. Let's also add Formula Classic Gen 4, which is super fast old cars. Super fast old cars. And we'll do Formula V, Gen 2, 4. I think we can do 5 classes, right? F3, here we go. That's what I want to do, F3s. All right. Start there. This will be multi-class. No AI. 5-minute quali, 5-minute lap. Now we can just rotate. I'm not going to, you know... Yep. All right. Lobby's up, boys. These are slow, but nice and fun. These are... Yeah, see, right here is why the Renaults were free. Good old McLaren. For now, I'm gonna screw it. Let's go super fast. You guys can do what you want. Pick whatever car you want. Get in the hang of things. I'm gonna jump in the V10, the R25. See how that feels. You guys can stick to the V8. That's cool. Or we can... It doesn't matter. Multi-class, so we can mix it up a little bit. But I just kind of want to get a feel for things, you know? These are basically the same thing as the R25 with just like 150 more horsepower. So, AKA faster. Well, slower probably in our hands, but faster. Got you on that last one. The truth, though. They're faster cars, but we're most definitely going to be slower. Yeah, so my plan is I want to start a couple different leagues. And what I want to do is nighttime stuff, my evening streams that I haven't been doing, that I've been like wishy-washy on. The reason why I stopped doing them is because it gets tough at nighttime what to do. Very inconsistent player base, viewership. So I think, listen to them V10s, boys. Listen to them V10s. Woo, mama. This is F1 shit, boys. All right, let's get in there. And I have the speed limit, the pit speed limiter at 150, which is the max it'll allow, just so we can get in and out of the pits quick. I don't know if he's in a V8 or not. I think he is. This thing's got some steam on him. I think I bumped him. I don't know. Did I bump him? Nope, I didn't. Oh, but I lost it. Wait, is my radar not showing up? Hold on. We gotta hit these HUD settings, man. God damn it. It says radar's there. Alright. That's fine. It says it's there. Put it back where it was. Actually, reset to default. Oh, wow. That's very different, huh? Save. Alright, so we're just using the default HUD now for this. For the full... Oh, my God! Holy Jesus. Oh, the mini HUD's off now. Alright, let's go back to pits. Let's see if we can keep editing this HUD a little bit here. How do I switch? Cycle light, cockpit. Oh, okay, so this is the light one. This is what I wanted. Got it. This is what I wanted. Alright, so get that on screen here. Relative times off. Car info off. Track map off. Radar on. Here we go. Yes! Yes, Tanya-san! Yes! So let's see. Full. I do have to. I did kind of screw that up. I got to reset it to default. Reset to default. Move that back there. On. So I basically want it to be like my light is the mandatory I need for like feedback from, you know, let's see. Cycle them through. So this is the full HUD. Tells me all the telemetry. I gotta fix that. That's off the screen. And then light is just the mandatory stuff I need to race, which is what I want. I don't like screen clutter. We got that. So let's edit HUD layout. Cockpit. Let's move this on screen fully. There we go. Get that more in line. Tuck this stuff up here. Weather. Just condense it, clean it up a little bit. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Street Fighter. That's the wrong direction. Wrong track. First time, boys. I guess I got pitted. Alright, it is what it is. At least we got the HUD shit straightened out. Want to be less of a danger to the people out there. All right. So the HUD is squared away. Now let's try and focus on doing some actual driving here. Seriously, guys, if you have PC and you have 0 to a lot of experience with AMS2, look into it anyway. Big sale going on right now till July 9th. 75 up to 75% off of certain parts. All right, we got our radar working now. That's what we want. We want our radar working in the light HUD, which is what this is. Woo! Ah! This game is so efficient on Jeep, on like just at max settings. I've locked out my frame rate with 35%. I've locked it out at 144 frames max settings, and I have 35 to 40% of my GPU left. Doing nothing, just stagnant, just chilling, waiting for things to do. Exactly, too bad. I mean, still get the games you had before. PMR is still one of my favorites, even though I have access to all these, but now that you're on PC, I would definitely make the focus towards AMS2 and Race Room. I would be more into those for an experience before LMU and iRacing. And if you have any interest in formula racing, this is the best in the market. When the... Whoa! Hello! When the Grand Prix circuit release, for what? Oh, shit. Damn it! These cars do not move in the dirt. Oh, I'm rough. At least I'm not the only one who's rough, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to limit myself at the V8s for now. This extra power's not doing me any favors. Any favors. I thought I made it so the cooldown lap wasn't mandatory. But here, it looks like it is. Alright, no, it's not. I'm oddly getting some stutters. I don't know why. I'm nowhere near, like, the limit of what this game can... Like, what my hardware can push out of this game. But I've noticed I'm getting a couple stutters here and there. I think it might have to do with the same issues that like PMR has, where like it's become online people's connection, whether what they leave the pits, they do things like that. I think that's what's kind of like janking it up for me a bit here. All right, let's you guys can do what you want, but I'm gonna jump in a the F3. These cars are nice and slow. Leave and joining, is that what's doing it? Because it doesn't do it. I've never felt a single stutter on single player at all. So if it's people joining and leaving, that makes sense. It's a shame, but that makes sense. All right, let's do some Laguna Seca. In some slower. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm going to rock the F3. Oh boy, El Fresco going right for the old school. Hey, Longshanks. Would you look at that? Ooh, Trev's going for it. He's going for it. Trev, has your game been stable or did it only crash that one time? Be a moving cone. Unstable and non-full screen. Nice. But it's stable in full screen? As long as there's a setting you can change to make it stable, it's alright, you know? But admittedly, I only play this in full screen. The windowed and the borderless stuff doesn't... Wait. No, I think I'm in borderless. I think I'm in borderless. Oh, that's right. You can't... That's so aggravating. Alright, so it's... Yeah, see, I'm able to scroll back and forth between YouTube and the game, drag right across my screen here. So I'm pretty confident that I'm in windowed borderless or borderless. I was thinking of AC Rally. AC Rally needs to be in full screen, which is aggravating. For me, anyway. Hey, buddy. All right. I'm going. Ooh, GT wheel. Doesn't quite work with my current wheel, but it would work if I put the rim on that one. But we're not going to do that, because that's just effort. All right, little slow, cute car. Let's see how she does. I don't think this has TC, right? No TC, no ABS. Oh, shit. Oops. Yep, that makes sense. Wheel do I want to use here? I guess I'll use this one. Let's do this. I really kind of want to use my sequential to keep it, you know. All right, let's just start that over. I got warned from the race director for my driving standards. Jesus. There he is. Oh. This really feels like I need a round wheel to drive. I'm gonna break my hands trying to hold onto this formula wheel. Oh, that was a mistake. Calm it down. Calm down. I broke my force feedback. Good. The wheel wants to be 90'd. At my base. I don't know if I trust it. The game's putting out constant force feedback right now, but it seems to be wanting me to go right. I'm curious if restarting the base stops that from happening. Yep. All right, boys, good luck. I'm struggling. Without a doubt. So what are we liking? Because for what I want to do for leagues for this is I want to pick like cars that are fan favorites. You know, objectively, it doesn't really matter how fast or slow the car is. It really just comes down to, like, so far, I'm favoring the R26 over the R25. It's just a slower variant. It's a V8. But it's still fast, you know? I think the little bit of extra power is going to probably create a little bit more chaos. I think the V8's enough to create chaos. But... what the hell? Alright, well, people aren't going, so... what is it? What are people doing? Oh, my stutter's spat, man. Yeah, how was I supposed to know where I was supposed to be on the grid? For what it's worth, folks, this is why you do automatic rolling starts like that. Everybody was out of position, and I got fucked. These cars are harder to drive than the faster ones. That's why I have the speed limit up real high as well. Just get us back in the race, you know? Bro, I saw you coming. You just drove through me. What the hell? Am I going to have to put up password lobbies? Is that what we're going to have to do? Off to a great start, just trying to drive this fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? The reset car button, because I'm over it. There we go. Let me ask you guys this question. Does anybody want to do some more of this tonight? If this is something that people want, because I want to spend, while I'm taking my my little hiatus from PMR and waiting for the next update, like the next major update, not the next hotfix. Just because the next update's going to be a pretty good one, so I want to wait, and I need a break from it, and there's so much other stuff that I'm missing because I put so much time in. I really want to spend some time in this game. I really do. I'm enjoying... I very much like open wheel racing in sim, but there's just not a lot of it. And this is the sim to do it in my opinion. So, you know, I want to start spending a little bit of time in this. And then we'll cycle between Rensport, PMR. You know, PMR, like I said, we'll take a little bit of a hiatus from. But just, you know, for now... I think Rise said in the AMA mid-July is when the next major update's coming for PMR. You know? It's probably not the best track for multi-class, but at least everybody else, with the exception of the person who hit me, which was in a blue and white car, I believe. I don't know who that was, but man, they did not give a shit. Once you get the hang of these, though, they're a lot of fun. They're slow, but they're challenging. You drive them so much further from any limit than the actual F1 cars, and they're so much slower. I'm going to drive that again. I didn't really get enough time in it. I was just finally starting to get the hang of it. All right, it was this guy, Dominique. Dominic or Dominique. I don't know who you are. F1 Classics haven't... Yeah, the F1 Classics are tough because they're all the power and none of the assist. It is, Jack. That's a force feedback cam. No, it's I gotta put a damper. I gotta figure out what I want to do to get a damper under the camera, because what's happening is it's 100% metal on metal on metal all the way through, from the base all the way up to the camera. There is zero dampening whatsoever. Best way I can explain it is the camera is solid motor mount simulator. It's just it's Formula I do wish they were able to get more licensing, because it leaves a lot to be desired in terms of like the naming, the what's what. Yeah, someone's racing on McDonald's Wi-Fi for sure. I think it was this Dominique person. Let me look back quick before I kick them. Confirm that's who it was. Yeah, I think we kicked this person. What do you think, guys? Yeah, this Dominique person, Dominic, whatever. This is what happened in the game. to make me think, you know, what do we think? Watch. The person behind me, right? They have horrible connection. And then watch. Just drives through me. Drives me right off the road. Teleporting like crazy. What do we think? I think it automatically moves. God damn it, I gotta change that setting. I think it'll automatically, even if I don't, as the host, don't ready up. I think it automatically moves you into the next one if you wait long enough. Which is good for the lazy hosts, but I'm streaming, bro. They have such a bad connection, bro. Oh my god. You know, just so everybody knows, it's not just PMR. This guy's got to go. We just got to get him out. This is hard to watch. Peter's good. Sky's good. Mayhem's good. Chew's good. Raven's good. Longshanks is good. Krebs in the pit, but he looks good. War Dog's good. And old Dominic just... There's got to be a way to... How do I ban this guy? Or boot him? Dude, this is insane. Look at this dude. We got to get rid of him. Got to get rid of him. How do I give this person the boot? I need to be able to do this live. This needs to be able to happen live. How do I get rid of this person? Not letting me do shit. There's got to be a way. I'm missing something obvious here, right? Everyone's clean as far as connection is concerned. This person's abysmal. Like it hurts to view them. Watch. There's got to be a way to get rid of this person. I don't know. This is stressing me out that I can't just boot this person right now. Person's going to ruin this race. I don't even know if they're a good or a bad driver. Their connection is so bad. Dude, this is insane. It's making the entire game look broken spectating this person. This is what happens when we spectate someone who doesn't have bad connection. Looking good, Trev. Looking good. Oh. Dude, this person's not even like... Dude, look at this shit. Anybody ever got epilepsy from spectate cam? Because that's what this is going to do to you. Let's watch the game work here. There's got to be a way to boot someone. There's got to be. People are voting. I know I'm in the lobby, but I can't do anything with it. See? How do you vote to kick? Lobby tab? Ah, I get it. I see what you're saying now. Lobby tab. Got it. Everybody vote to kick Dominic. Everyone vote to kick Dominic. Sorry, Dominic, but better internet. All right, he gone. He gone. He gone. Looks like we lost Longshanks, though. All right. I do like this car, by the way, guys, so I do recommend, if you get a chance to jump in the F3, because I do think I want to run an F3 one, F3 League. Yeah, I've played F1 2020. I have F1 25, but I never got the update for 26 because, I don't know, didn't feel like spending the cost of an entirely new game on a DLC. Dude, that was hard to watch. I don't even know if he was a bad driver. I don't think he knows if he was a bad driver. P8, P8. All right, I'm in P8. Got it. I hope we all don't get a penalty because Raven fell out. All right. Good. Oh! Butchered it. Take a... Tried to get I tried to get out of War Dog's way, and I got on the throttle too hard, and it spun me out, and all I did was get into Mayhem's way. Oh, shit. All right, come and get me, War Dog. Oh, no! I tried to hustle at the last minute to get out of the way of the incoming cars, and all I did was that. Alright, I'm actually going to spectate the rest of this while I do some other small... Oh. Yes, return to the pits. Monitor view. All right, let's see. Hey, let's do some brand attach. I'm going to swap my wheel, but there should be a way to stop the automatic timing thing. Yeah, I'm on borderless. There you go. See if I can bump this up to medium. Not get any frame drops. The problem is now, because I remember why I didn't do that, because when you run at nighttime and all the lights come on. Use the car first, same class. Yeah, everybody jump in the F3s. Everybody get an F3. Slow it down a little bit. I'm gonna actually swap my rims, my rim quick here. The F1, the EA F1 games are, admittedly, for EA games, they're very good. But that's where the buck stops. The, like, this game here has focused a lot more on formula throughout the years, like simulation, and not just, like, you can turn on all the things to make it arcadey. But this lobby is locked to authentic anyway, so. Putting on my other rim. Everyone jump in an F3 car. Everyone jump in an F3 car. Alright, well. At least there will be most people on track with one. Trying to beat this. Go get him, War Dog. Show him what you're made of. That thing that's, I think, a big miss about the lobby creation in this. Is you can't go in and out of multi-class racing, so I think we'll just, it is what it is moving forward. I won't do multi-class, and we all just drive the same car, and I'll just choose the same car. Ouch, that hurt. It's very much a first world problem, but when I have access to different rims, it's very hard for me to look at the car that I have in game and knowing it's got a different wheel than what I'm using. If I have it. access to it, that is. Which I do. So, here we go. Plus, I like these handles better anyway. So if you guys want to do this tonight, I'll jump back on at 11 p.m. and we'll really focus on some custom lobby stuff like this. We'll do one make at a time, no multi-class. Keep it simple. Keep it understood. You know? If you guys are interested in that, I'll happily do it. But only if there's interest. The thing about me streaming at nighttime is there has to be engagement or else I'm just going to go play video games by myself, you know? I like streaming and I like running the stream at nighttime, but again, if it's a ghost town, I'd rather just take a couple people I know and race off stream, you know? But if you guys are down, I'm down. If Open Wheel was in PMR, do you think it would be popular? It's hard to say. Because right now, here we go. Hold on. Boom. GT wheel. We're going to put the screen, instead of putting the screen on that, we'll put the screen on that. And now we're simulating as best we can the car we're driving. It's hard to say. It would definitely be popular with me if they did it right. But right now, I think PMR is just fundamentally not popular from a number standpoint. So, we'll see. But I don't think they're going to do it anyway, so. Still going. In my opinion, though, like, let's just get hypothetical right now. Let's assume PMR straightens out all of its, like, problems. The game is solid. And now it's just a content thing, right? So what do people want for content? What do we think would be good? Obviously, right now, there is no content, in my opinion, that should be prioritized over getting the foundation of the game working in an optimum efficient state. But, hypotheticals, for the sake of conversation, What would be the content people would most want to see in PMR? Kind of cars. Me personally, as much as I like open wheel stuff, I actually think the DTM stuff, the 90s DTMs, the Super Tours, they would fit right into PMR's, like, you know, periscope, if you will. You around Wednesday night? Okay. I'll put some feelers up on Discord, but I just want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. And if I don't stream, then obviously it didn't go over well. Yeah, the 90s DTMs that are in Race Room and now that are in even Rensport. Rensport knocked them out of the fucking park. Like, if you are on like right now, what reason does Rensport have to exist, if you ask? You're a console player and you want to drive some of the greatest race cars of all time from the 90s. The 90s DTMs, and it's only pack 1 that's out. They did a really good job with it. Really good job with it. Highly recommend. Trev's in this, and I don't think he has the DLC either, but he's been able to join every time. Yeah, they're okay in AMS2. They're not bad. I think Race Room does them better. I really want to do a stream where I compare the DTM from Rensport, Rensport, Race Room, and AMS2, just to see how they all feel. Oh, we lost one already. Oh no. This is why for rolling starts, we should make it automatic. Oh my God, people are all dying. When you guys are watching the stream, out of curiosity, oh shit, I did the same. Brands Hatch problems right here, boys. That is a Brands Hatch, like, textbook problem. When you guys watch the stream, what do you like seeing better? Do you like seeing the wheel in the car with the hands, and you also see me, or do you like it with no wheel? Wednesdays you're free? Do you think you'll be able to get this game before Wednesday? Too bad. You have till the 9th. I would seriously recommend grabbing as much content. If you're going to spend money on a video game, next, this game's probably got the biggest discounts for you. You already have PMR, so that's not going to do anything for you. This would be the game I would go with, too bad for you, if you're going to put money into sim racing before the 9th. These sales come around, I'd say quarterly for this game, it feels like. Quarterly sales. But this is the summer one. I think the Christmas one is the only sale that's bigger. But I think it's like a $10 difference total for all of the content. You're getting a lot of game for $140 if you buy all of the game. That's right, I gotta do a drive-thru. Shit, I forgot. Again, that's such a bad habit on this track, man. Laying into the throttle way too soon. I really am going to start actively pushing AMS2, even after I return to, like, you know, streaming PMR more. This is going to be in my roster. This game is... I've been needing to scratch this open wheel itch for a while now, and this game has just been massively pushing it harder and harder with every update. Well, I will say this, priceless. Get whatever Formula DLC stuff you can, rather than going to the IMSA and the GT stuff, because every sim has GT racing. Every sim has GT racing. Very few have open wheels, and very few do open wheels good. I didn't do it again. Oh man, I'm gonna screw myself. I keep forgetting about my drive-through. I'm more concerned with just staying on track. Mayhem would be able to tell you better. Project Mayhem in chat. He's like the guru for this. Depends on the cars, Tom. Honestly, depends on the cars. I think Race Room is the most put together sim on the market. It has everything. Like, this doesn't really have a very established ranked play. Race Room has really good ranked play. This game, however, is far better at custom lobbies. So, yeah, remind me, guys. Well, not that you guys can remind me live, but I have to drive through and serve this penalty right now. Luckily, you got 150 miles an hour to work with, so. Yeah, the race room cars are definitely more forgiving than these. But it really comes down to, you know, the F4 in Race Room is a lot of fun, and it's frequently in the ranked play. But they are more forgiving. They are definitely more forgiving. I will say, though, I think I like them better in this, only with force feedback changes, though. Not with the default force feedback. The cars, this game's default force feedback makes everything really hard to drive, because it throws your wheel around and sways the car. But it throws your wheel around in a very unpredictable, unauthentic way that I don't like. This makes it feel a lot more like a real sim, with like very detailed and intuitive force feedback. Casual racing leagues, that part's hard. You honestly, if you want to find leagues, you need to go to, like, you know, forums and Reddit or Discords, things like that. But you're not just gonna like go into a game and find a league. That's just not gonna happen. Like me, I'm gonna organize a league for this game and probably PMR. PMR will be more of a multi-class league. This is going to be more of a, and by multi-class, I mean different cars for different leagues, whereas this I'm going to focus on Formula, because it's what that makes this game, like the title says, the king of open wheel. Oh, I'll be right back, boys. I'll pick the track, and then I'll get the next race going. I got a delivery, finally. Finally got my Simagic specific brackets for my track racer. I'm super excited. They were out of stock when I bought this track racer. Oh, here we go. Kiwami. Boom. All right, let's stick with F3s. Yeah. And Race Room has much less frequent. Yeah, Mayhem's the guy. If you guys are in my Discord, or if you're not in my Discord, join it. And then chat with him. He's the resident AMS2 guy. I'll be right back. Let me go get my delivery quick. Yeah, thing about Race Room is you always got to wait till like the big up, like when the big sales come out, they bundle a lot of good shit all in one. I have everything except all the liveries. Well, I don't have all the cars either, I guess, but all right, let's see. Delivery number 1. ECU to Flash. Yay! Well, that'll make somebody else happy, but not what I want. This is what I want. Seems fairly rigid. 2 of these. Bolts. That's it. I've been waiting almost a month for these. Now I gotta take my rig apart and put them on at some point. I got all this extra. I got the universal big ass bracket. Here, actually, I'm gonna show you. See how this looks. So I have this cross brace that I added because it sags because of this universal bracket right here. It's like a bucket, but it's not very well reinforced. And because it mounts, these are the contact points from the here. It essentially squeezes in at the top. These brackets will replace all of that stuff. They'll go on the inside, of course. Good enough. These things are tiny too. Ugh. Yay for toys. No, it's not a rig problem. It's a universal bracket problem. And the fact that I have a 40+ pound base. So those brackets there are going to simplify things and make it really rigid. So the problem is where the mounting points are for this universal bracket. You can either invert it so the plate sits on top, and then you put the base on top, but then the base would be in the sky, so you have to lower the whole thing. Now I have it set up like a bucket. But the problem is a mounting point here and here on the sides, and then this long bucket like this with tiny little tabs with no webbing. In that universal bracket, what happens is because the base is so heavy, the base that sits in here literally sags it like this. So the other plates will mount it directly on the sides, so there's not going to be any sag. There's no flex with this right with my support brace I have here, but that support brace was only put there temporarily until I got those brackets in. But no, this thing is absolutely rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. Like, I don't even know what the point of the 160 or even the 200 millimeter base is. Because I'm on the 120, and I did add some bracing. I took the shifter arm, like for the shifter bracket, and I put one on the other side too. Just to feel like I'm more inside of a car and not just having my door open, you know? But yeah, for me it was between ASR, either an ASR 4 or a TR 120 or an ASR Pro and the TR 160. And honestly, it just came down to availability. It wasn't oddly, the price of the TR 160 kind of cannibalizes the TR 120. It was like $70 more for the TR 160, and I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. Why would anybody buy the 120 even though I bought the 120? This 160 was out of stock. It's because the shifter bracket, like the actual bracing to mount a bracket to it, comes with the 160, but it doesn't come with the 120. And it's got like a $170 value. So I'm like, if you buy the TR 120 with the support for the shifter, it's $60 cheaper than the 160, which comes with the arm. I don't know why the pricing's like that, but I'd have gotten the 160 purely on the price. But again, it was out of stock, so. But like, I don't care. It doesn't change anything for me. The only place that I would see like a viable upgrade for the 160 over the 120, or in this case for ASR, it would be ASR 4 versus ASR Pro, would be if you were doing like extreme like 6 DOF level motion. Like even like 3 DOF, like 4-post motion, this thing is not going to move. It's not going to move. So, I mean, it's not going to move where you don't want it to move. Obviously, it's going to move with motion. But yeah. Now I look forward to swapping those brackets out just to like simplify. It's for this base. It's for the Evo base to the TR 120. I can get the front mount bracket, but then I would have to buy the front mount brackets for the Evo base. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that would be the only time I could see the 160 being better than the 120 would be for like 6 DOF. An extreme motion. My point is because I just can't flex the 120, so I'm just trying to think of extreme scenarios. And then TR makes the tank, the TR 200. I don't know what the point of that is. Truly. You're just using more metal for the sake of, I want the most rigid, hypothetical situation. I want to get into actual car accidents in my sim. Oh, you all just died. Fill yours out of 2x4 wood. That works too. That works too. For what it's worth, I've seen some very creative, very well constructed wooden sims. Like you can tell carpenters, when they're bored, they'll just make anything out of wood. So who's interested in a league for open wheels in AMS2, that is? Who's interested in a league? How does what sound over curbs? I imagine the wood probably dampens a lot of the vibrations you would want. Like, why do you think my camera shakes so much right now? Because there is no dampening in this rig. Son of a bitch! No problem, Duchess. Have a good one. Well, it would be for me, I would most likely do the leagues in the evening. It'd be easier if I could do it at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I can do it any night, literally any night. But if I'm going to do it at like a rational Eastern Standard Time, like, 8 or 9 p.m., that'd be like a once, maybe twice a week type situation. And I don't feel like once a week is going to be enough for leagues. Not with the amount of league stuff that I want to do, I'm just trying to drive this thing at like a calm pace. I am far less concerned about winning any level of racing here. I just want to get used to driving these cars. Because it's weird, they're slow and confident inspiring, but then they'll kill you. Not bad. Thought he was going to go wider than that, but he stayed inside. Almost did it again. Oh, stutter, stutter. Someone's quitting and leaving. This is probably going to be my last race too, by the way, guys. I didn't even realize the time. It's almost 3 o'clock. Means I got to get off. All right, so guys, if you are not in my Discord, please join my Discord and get on comms with me about playing tonight or throughout the week, because I really kind of want to start focusing on this a little bit, because there's just so much game here, man. And as much as I like my PMR, I like what Rensport's doing right now, I like Race Room, I gotta give some love to AMS2, because this game is just, it really is a gangster and a juggernaut of sim racing that just should be more popular. It doesn't make sense to me that I think the best driving experiences in all of sim racing are the least popular games. It really sucks. Ah. I gotta learn the braking zone up here. I have no confidence in that braking zone, so I'm braking way too early. I agree. Any GTO 5 in this game is just really good. But I do want to try and stick to Formula stuff, though, simply because it's where the game is unique and shined. I'm trying to stick to games based off of their, like, what they do uniquely. And in this case here, it's Formula. You know? Interesting that he gave that up. Realistically, I'd like to do the leagues earlier and then have the shenanigan stuff at like 11. But we'll see. We'll see what I can figure out. Timing is always hard, man. I will say this, folks. Time-wise, I'm going to prioritize North America, because that's where I'm at. It is what it is. But the good thing is that there's a lot of other parts of the world that still mesh pretty good with evening time United States, or North America, I should say. And I forget about my, you know, my Das Boots, yeah. Actually, that was more German than Canadian. Or Deutsch? I don't know. Either way, it wasn't Canadian. Can't park there, mate. Oh. Alright. That is, unfortunately for me, enough for me for today. So, alright. This is the plan, folks. This is the plan. Pay attention to the Discord. I'm going to start comms in that almost immediately. And let's figure out what we're going to do for tonight. And if there is a player base here during the day, I'll play this during the day for now too. You know, this game doesn't have a ranked play like that. So for me, I'll do customs during the day. Hell, I'll even do the leagues during the day if the leagues are available. Do a race around 8 p.m. Okay. So it looks like evening 8 p.m.s are probably going to be more favored for the league stuff. All right. Like I said, that's going to wrap it up for me for now. Guys, let's chat in the Discord. Let's chat in the Discord. Let's figure something out for tonight. If not, I'll get back to it tomorrow. Either way, that was much more exploratory, but I really want to dive more into that. That was a lot of fun, and I want to keep doing that. So anyway, boys, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And if I'm not on tonight, I'll see you all tomorrow at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, have a good one.